Hello world! So this week my travels were put on hold due to the fact that I had 4 major assignments all due on Sunday and Monday. So I was spending all of my free time working on them, revising them, the works. So I had 2 digital visual effects projects that I had to put into a breakdown / sizzle reel and then write a blog about them. And I had 2 treatments, a fictional and factual treatment for my writing for broadcast media class, and then I had a literature review essay due for my literatures of romanticism class. So all of that was due at the end of the weekend, so I was spending all of my spare time revising, sending it to my professor, getting feedback, revising again, until I finally turned it in a day or so early. So I was a little booked this week, didn't get a chance to make it out of Leeds, but I did have plenty of fun experiences in Leeds that I would love to tell you about. The first of which, of course, has to be Bonfire Night, or Guy Fawkes Day as we know it in America. But anyways, this was on Monday, and basically I went to Hyde Park with Jacob and we saw the biggest bonfire I've ever seen. I'm not really sure how it was allowed, but it was there. It was a large bonfire. And you just kind of stand and behold it, take it in. And then there was a fireworks display, which we watched through some trees, which probably wasn't the best location to set them off. But that's what they chose, and it was a nice display. Also, there was a huge carnival that really reminded you a lot of like Ocean City or a beach town carnival setup over the hill across from the park. It was absolutely packed. It had like fair rides and carnival games, but you were just kind of brushing elbows with everyone that walked next to you. So instead, we went back to the park and got some candy floss over there instead, and then watched people just set off fireworks in the park. Just like not even sparklers. They were sparklers, but I'm talking about just random people just setting off the big explodey ones into the sky. Just doing it. Just living life. And one kind of projectile toward us. But don't worry, I'm still alive to tell you about it. So Bonfire Night was a big success. No complaints there. And then, as I mentioned in my last blog, there's just fireworks all the time here, like still out the window. They keep on going. So then my next experience was on Thursday when the Leeds Christmas lights turned on. So there was a little celebration downtown, kind of in the same area that Light Night happened at. So this is near the art gallery, the sculpture gallery, and the town hall. All of that has a little street in front of it that was closed off and filled with carnival rides for little kids, a little hot chocolate stand, and there were some little street lights up already. So me and Jacob got there a little early, so we just kind of walked around and looked at all the Christmas lights, got the first peppermint mocha of the season, always a very emotional time, that first peppermint mocha. Oh god. And then we went back to the square where they had some live music going on, and then the mayor and his son came out in what I guess is their ceremonial outfits. Look a bit like pirate costumes. But anyways, Santa and Frosty and some sports people joined them, and they did a big countdown, New Year's style, and then the mayor pushed a button or something, and then all the lights came on around us. It was very colorful, and then these huge fireworks went off above us. And it was a really nice display. I would say that it rivaled Bonfire Night, actually. And there were no projectile fireworks, so all in all, that was a great night too. Ignore that. So on Friday was the opening of the Christkindlmarkt, which is a German market, opened up about 2 minutes from my flat, and these German markets kind of pop up everywhere around England during this time. It's apparently a very big thing to have a Christmas market of some kind in your town, and Leeds did not disappoint. Now I will say I did not go to the Christmas market on Friday. I went on Sunday in the evening, kind of towards the end of the day. It's open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. so I was kind of there from 8:30 to 9:30, so it was kind of nice. I took my camera so I could get some nice photos without a lot of people in them. I got some mulled wine, which always sounded lovely, and I never got to try it, and I can confirm that it is lovely. And I got a cute little mug with Santa playing a saxophone on it. And I also got a cute little Christmas ornament and a very large marshmallow covered in chocolate and gingerbread. So that was a great day for me. Here is my ornament, by the way. It is a little merry-go-round with little horses on it. I liked it, so I bought it. And that's usually how it goes. Now that wasn't the only thing I did on Sunday. No, I also went to my first event of the Leeds International Film Festival, which has been going on for the past 2 or 3 weeks, but of course I've been so swamped with work that unfortunately this was the first event I've been able to make it to. But anyways, I got to go into the Leeds Town Hall, into the Victoria Theatre, which is absolutely lovely in itself. I watched 2 Charlie Chaplin shorts, totaling about 1 hour, and I did get to hear some live piano accompaniment to the original scores of the movies. So that was a pretty cool experience as a film student, and I'm hoping to get out and see some more films in this festival, but of course Leeds has at least 2 more film festivals that I know of coming up, so there's just always stuff to do here. This week I also revisited the mummy in the Leeds City Museum. Who doesn't love him? He's just chilling out there waiting for visitors. And also I brought pepperoni rolls to England. Here are one of my homemade pepperoni rolls. So it was very interesting to explain the process of pepperoni roll making to someone who is not from West Virginia, or someone who has never heard of canned bread. So these pepperoni rolls are a little fancier in the fact that you actually make the bread, and the pepperoni is like nice Italian pepperoni. Like, I looked for it, but there was no canned bread, and there were, not that I could find, the pepperoni sticks. Now I'm sure they have them, but I just went with the fancy stuff. I guess that's gonna have to work for our purposes. But anyways, they turned out well. Now pepperoni roll making absolutely sent me back to my Mountain Mama, West Virginia, and I'm sure it will be absolutely worse next week when I make a full Thanksgiving dinner with family recipes. That will be an emotional time, but I will also be very glad to bring Thanksgiving to England because honestly, let's be real, it's one of the best holidays. Now, along with pepperoni rolls, I also brought the grilled cheese to England because the grilled cheese is very different here. What they do is toast the sandwich, and they have cheese on top of the bread. So it's kind of like 2 pieces of bread. You butter the inside, cheese, sometimes ham, close the sandwich, and then put cheese on top of the bread and then toast it. So it's a bit different, actually very good, but I brought the classic American grilled cheese with cheesy slices, tons of butter, and white bread that cost me less than £1 a loaf. So that was a big success. The exact quote Jacob said when he ate this sandwich was, "I think my arteries are clogging," which honestly is just a great representation of all American food. It's not good for you, but it's good for your soul. Anyways, join me next week when I will go on a trip to Birmingham and visit their aquarium, museum and art gallery, and their Christmas market. Of course, the Christmas market, I'm very much looking forward to that. And also I'm hoping to do a little thrift shopping around Headingley, which is only about 30 minutes out, but I haven't really explored the area as much as I'd like to, so I'm gonna try to get out there. And of course, the week always brings some new new and exciting thing which I did not expect, but enjoyed. And isn't that just the way of life? So join me next week when I will have gone on the aforementioned adventures with the little surprises sprinkled in. I'll see you next week. Bye!